Okay. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Commander Crace. Welcome to MechWarrior 5. And here we have our mechs at the moment. We've got the Cataphract, the Warhammer, uh, the Archer, and the... can't remember what you are. Thunderbolt, of course. So, we are going to be... do we have any news? Nope, Wolfhound's still the same. Can't believe we don't have any news. That's just crazy. Shame. Are there any that we want to get rid of? Unlikely we're ever going to see a dervish. Then you watch, there'll be 3 on the next. Collect 2 assassin mechs. Assassins are 10 a penny. Take that one. Okay, so are we all repairing? Yes, we got our new Zeus. Can't wait to try that out. Okay, let's go. Okay, Commander, I've tried contacting both the COC and the Fusiliers to alert them of our plight, but since their impending invasion of Sarna is considered top secret, their entire unit is operating under a communications blackout until they secure Sarna. By that time, it could be too late for us. We will need to dispatch you to Sarna on your own. Your mission will be to link up with the 5th Certus Fusiliers, Combat Commander General Gordon Heartstone. Great name. Or the Battlemech Regiment Commander Colonel Anthony Harkness, and deliver this verigraphed message from myself explaining the situation. Once you've made contact with them, your objective on Sarna is to find the location of Sarna's Maskirovka headquarters and destroy it, before they can decrypt the 3rd Circus codebooks. See if General Hearthstone or Colonel Harkness can spare some forces to support you once you've made contact. Unlikely. Unfortunately, due to Sarna's distance through hostile space and with jump jet availability being in short supply, the best we can muster is a route that will take over 3 months before you arrive at Sarna, and another 16 days travelling from the jump point to the planet itself. By the time you touch down, it will be almost a month after the Fusiliers have initiated their invasion on the planet. If everything goes well, by the time you reach Sarna, they should have a strong foothold already established. Okay. Commander, you will make contact with the Fusiliers. You will be on your own with no support. So I need to ask, are you absolutely sure you have all your mechs and equipment queued for refits during your journey? I have no idea what the situation on Sarna would look like by the time you arrive, so be extra sure that you have collected all provisions needed. Considering we are going to be in space for quite a while, I am thinking... do we want to do some upgrades? I mean, you know, something along those lines. Yeah, it's only $1 million. No problem. You... okay, do you know what? I'm going to do this for a whole bunch of them, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've upgraded a whole bunch, but there were a few of the mechs, in fact, and the King Crab was one of them. So I want to just... so we'll give them that. So we want autocannon stuff. Ballistic damage, nice. Faster projectiles. Heat. Torso twist might not actually be all that bad. Yeah, no. Get in there. So yeah, I've spent a lot of money. And they've all got upgrades, but we're going to be using them all at some point, so... Some of them have only got, you know, just armor and... Okay, let's go.
Sarna, capital system of the Sarna commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Sarna had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry. But, like the rest of the Innisphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Sarna. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centers, combined with its centralized location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Sarna. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness. But something seems to be wrong. Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Sun's command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try.
Dang.
Even more disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Sarna's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the Innisphere, spreading panic among Sarna's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen Mio codebooks is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make contact with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen codebooks. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
Great cutscene. That's going to be a lot. Yep, they are all done. Any news? Oh, we've got a black market here. Shame we sold a whole bunch of crap before. I mean, yeah, we'll have a look at that at some point. Ooh, Black Knight. Very proud standing mech, that one. Cyclops. Really want a Cyclops, just can't seem to get hold of one. And of course the Zeus. Okay, so the mission. We're on our final approach to Sarna, and I'm still getting nothing from the Davian command channel. I'm also picking up a large amount of space debris in shallow orbit right outside Sarna's exosphere. It looks like the debris of a number of destroyed dropships or satellites, but they are too small to make out any discernible origin. Wait a minute. Commander, I'm just beginning to read the 5th Certus Fusiliers encoded channel. It's incredibly faint. They appear to be sending an SOS. The message is only a single set of coordinates accompanied by a single repeating text transmission. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is the 5th Certus Fusiliers calling for assistance from any forces loyal to the Federated Suns. We are in need of assistance at the following coordinates. No holovid, no audio, no declaration of any kind of identification. And the signal on this is so faint I can't even get a read on anything beyond the text transmission and the coordinates. I don't like this, Commander. I don't like this one bit. Unfortunately, these coordinates are the only lead we have at finding the Fusiliers, and we need these codebooks and their help, or everything will be lost. If this signal is legitimate, we need to assist the Fusiliers and make contact with General Harstone or Colonel Harkness, which I would be willing to bet neither live, if we're going to have any hope of completing our mission. But be extremely cautious, Commander. This has all the makings of a trap to lure Deviant loyalists into an ambush. I would not risk our most effective mechs until we have a better idea of what's going on. If it's as bad as it looks, we're going to need to prepare for the long haul. Okay. 290. Commander, if we're going to survive on a hostile world such as Sarna, we need to find other forces loyal to the Federated Suns. An SOS from the 5th Certus Fusiliers might be a lead, but you need to find allied forces in the area. Be extra careful, as this has all the markings of a trap, and we have no idea how long it will take us to complete our mission. Okay. Well, at least we got more salvage this time. No damage coverage. Oh, yeah, okay. We get that anyway. Okay, so you are getting an upgrade. We've got 15 to play with. Three 70s and an 80. Is that the right one we want? Could try the Zeus. Yeah, because you need those anyway. And so do you. Okay, cool. We're good. I hope.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Cool little cockpit.
Communications disarray caused by the
Oh, that's a big map.
HPG relay station's destruction has allowed us to land on Sarna undetected. But I'm still
Jesus,
not
a
getting
bit of a
any
walk.
responses on the Federated Sun's wideband. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier. I've marked its approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Capellan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap.
Oh, that wasn't a good way to go. Ah, boom. Got away with it. Just. .64. That's not terrible speed, but our buddies are going to take the long way around apparently. I love the planet. Set a little house up somewhere around here. You got the pond there for fishing, and not a soul around for miles. Like thousands of miles. Oh, wreckage around too.
They appear to be members of the Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Incoming mechs, stay where you are.
So I want to wait for them anyway.
Second Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
The Lancers aren't here in force, it's only...
Wait a minute, what the hell is this? 85 on 2, Lars laser on 1, you on 4, and you 2 on 3.
We are here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Hartstone.
Dead.
He's gone.
Knew it.
We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Ow!
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certus Fusiliers.
Hello, Alana Damu.
And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it
Ryan,
much longer if we can't
Warhammer,
salvage as
I
much
got a
of its
Victor
supplies as we can.
and a Grasshopper, and they're all structure, no armor on any of them.
Forces converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach
Awesome.
here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
Okay then.
Captain.
Brace for combat! Enemy mech spotted!
Should have stayed up there, not come down.
Striking on hostile forces, moving to strike.
Bringing more Leon forces on approach. Captain Damu, do you have dropship support to extract your unit?
No, our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the down support dropships we could find. I'll be straight with you. After a solid month of dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What's the heat?
Sarna was a trap. Our MEO intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light
him.
reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of McCarran's armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our dropships as they tried to return to a low orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then their mech and vehicle
Yeah, the
forces
Marauder.
pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus
Okay, he's
Fusiliers.
knackered. Who else we got?
Scrub one.
Jesus.
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
Okay, Warhammer, go for his legs.
To contact any jump ships at the Sarna jump point.
We've tried multiple times, but the Confederation has seemed to blanket the entire system in some sort of thick electromagnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
Commander's target, group up. Enemy mech down. We have your target, Commander.
Okay. Still a long way to go. Okay, everyone here.
Wants us over there. Form up. Target is down. On our burn towards the system, we caught the news saying that you blokes took out the local HPG station.
I don't believe that for a second, no matter what the Confederation's state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Jeez, that's PPCX.
Target destroyed.
My arms are knackered.
New target trebuchet.
Flank target engaged.
Target acquired.
And a Victor.
Confirmed. Enemy mech on its heels.
Incoming missile.
Oh, I'm getting beaten up. I need to move. You guys can take some.
Incoming missile. New target Victor. Target acquired.
Listen, it happens, but check your fire.
Thank you for taking that for me.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Nope, 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 nope.
Target location is set. Moving to strike.
Get that AC-20 off. Thank you.
Offensive capabilities. Mission punch out.
Too late, you're dead.
Captain Damu, I'm showing no further enemies on scope.
Jesus.
Looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment. Word of advice,
Ooh-wee,
though,
they got
lose
beaten
the
up.
dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
I'm sure we'll manage. I hope. We've got plenty of mechs. I'm sure we can cobble something together if we need to. Well, that's this month's bills paid. What have we got? Jaeger mech. Yeah, take the Jaeger mech for value. Take those. Yep, I do. Okay, thanks to your intervention, we managed to rescue the refugees. Totally not. Ugh. Okay. Level up, very nice. Do we have our other person back yet, so we can put her in the seat? Okay. Ooh, hello. Stabjorn. Thanks for watching our backs out there, Commander. Ever since McCarran's killed a majority of the Fusiliers on the Grey River, we've been in bad shape. Lots of survivors that we found and severe injuries or infections after weeks of surviving off the Sarna's jungle. But we've recovered a handful of MechWarriors that are still fit for service after having their mechs blasted out from under them by armoured cavalry. If you don't mind taking on extra personnel, I'll assign them over to you to use as you see fit. They're good MechWarriors, but I just don't have enough equipment to keep them in the fight. When you're ready, let's see what made Marshal Davian feel the need to send you all this way out here to this hellhole. Kill 4 Panthers, thank you very much. I'll take it. I can do that pretty much straight away. Centurion's the 10 a penny at the moment. Oops. Oh, we've got a couple. Tikhonov Free Republic declares independence. Oh, yes, of course. So, in an announcement today from Elgin, Pavel Rydzik, former Confederate Strategic Military Director, declared independence from the Capellan Confederation with dwindling support from House Liao. The Tikhonov commonality was under pressure and cut off from the rest of the Confederation, leading to Rydzik brokering a deal with the Federated Sons. Aided by the AFFS and House Davian liaison General Arden Sortek, Rydzik established his own independent nation and declared himself the Supreme Lord. Seemingly overnight, the words of the Tikhonov commonality quickly established a new independent government and reformed their military from defected Capellan units into the Tikhonov Free Republic Army, TFRA. Rydzik now calls on Hansa Davian for control over the planet Tikhonov so he may reunite his nation under his homeworld, nation's true homeworld into the Republic. Oof. Okay. Oh, Liao's new heavy mech already being used against itself. Yeah, we have one. For the first new battle mech designed during produced in the Capellan Confederation in centuries, the Cataphract is now being used against our beleaguered nation. Only 4 years into production, when its only factory on Tikhonov was captured by Davian forces, and Liao's new heavy battle mech is being seen among Federated Sons forces. Yep, that was us. Suggesting that newly produced cataphracts from Tikhonov planet are being used to fill the gaps in ranks. Fill the gaps in the ranks. I lost my place there. Loyal Capellans are furious at this turn of events, but no one has put their feelings into action quite like MechWarrior Grigory Kovalenko, who has recently announced his quest to take back every cataphract possible from non-Capellan hands, doing it in cataphract of his own that he calls Ia Morumets. Grigory has vowed to lead a crusade against the Davian interlopers, not resting until the Confederation reclaims the cataphract's manufacturing planets on Tikhonov. May see a new mech around. Shit. Say that, at least we can repair it. $10 days. 6 days. 16 days. And you, I was just going to straight up sell. We'll keep you in there for now. So yeah, we've nowhere near sent out our biggest mechs yet. Nowhere near. Okay, mission. She looks awesome. I do love this. It reminds me of F-Zero-X on the SNES, that sort of armor, that sort of character and art design. So, Commander, I've reviewed your message from Marshal Davian. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be completely honest, the Fusiliers are in no shape to help you out. Most of our unit died when McCarran's armored cavalry ambushed us. We've barely kept ourselves alive this past month by salvaging remains as we find them. We aren't in any shape to help out in a straight-up fight, let alone track down an enemy spy network on a hostile world. But not everything is hopeless. You see, we still believe that there may be at least one other pocket of Fusiliers out there. The ones that are said to have attacked Comstar's HPG. We've been hoping that they would respond to our SOS, but with all this damn long-range comms jamming, it's next to impossible to get the signal out. I'm actually amazed that we're able to pick it up. Probably because your dropship communications gear is much more powerful than our average mechs. True. That actually gives me an idea. If I give you the transponder codes on mechs and vehicles used in the field, you should be able to track down those responsible for the HPG attack by using the sensors on your Leopard. I don't know what got into their heads to be dumb enough to attack one of Comstar's HPGs, but if they're still alive, we all stand a much better chance of surviving if we all work together. Safety in numbers and all that. If you help us out here, I promise that we'll do our best to support you completing your mission. I wouldn't worry about those codebooks going anywhere. With the system's HPG down and all commercial dropships grounded, they wouldn't be able to get those codes off-world even if they wanted to. I was actually wondering whether the codes would have been able to get there in the first place. They would have sent the... oh, mind you, it might have just been rerouted. Who knows? That would have been a ball ache. Okay, this is odd. Your scanners are showing that the Fusilier remnants that attacked the Comstar's HPG are still hiding amongst the ruins of the facility. I didn't want to believe they would do something so moronic as attack a HPG facility, but even if they did, we'll need to join forces to survive out there. Maybe with their help we can stand a chance against McCarran's armored cavalry. Bring it on. I guess. Mission starts in 37 days. And we've got 5... Let's replace the Warhammer with... Yeah. And actually... where are you? Oni, there you are. Can we do better with the SRM4s? Yeah, actually. Eight days. Good. That's enough for the mission. Are we staying in the Zeus? Is there another heavy that we would want to take out instead? Victor, but it will get beaten up. The Awesome, maybe? It's got PPC, large laser, SB, LRMs. The 8V, so you've got 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, so that was the better one. Let's go. This bullshit that we're waiting like over a month to do this next part of the mission when we've got people there waiting for us. Such bullshit.
Relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusilier's transponders being sent.
Oh, look at you lot all fixed.
Went rogue. Be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers.
Those aren't friendlies. Enemy spotted. Knocked out that target.
Target destroyed.
This is Captain Elena Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child.
Target Griffin.
I regret you coming here.
Oh, we need a Griffin.
Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know.
Missed. Okay, yeah, you guys deal with him.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Main target assassin. Incoming missile.
Hey, bugger.
New target, Marauder. Incoming.
Tango down.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Acquired.
Whoops.
Target acquired.
You heard the commander. Take that target.
Let's just get him down real quick. Okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Target location is set. Moving to strike.
Incoming missile.
He's knackered.
New target, Warhammer. Target acquired.
Whoa! PPCX! Keep that away from me.
Tango eliminated. Drop that mech.
Target
Explosion imminent. Your target is about to crit, Commander.
destroyed.
Okay, everyone's doing alright.
You don't even realize you are nothing more than a pawn in someone else's game.
We're soldiers, we're always a pawn in someone else's game.
Vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
I have hostiles on radar. Target destroyed.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Let's join up with our buddies over there. So eliminate all enemy mechs. Ah, there we go.
Your first friend sent you here to die.
Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Incoming missile.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Target
Okay.
acquired.
But it's true. Hans Dampian wishes to see your Duke's prized Certus Fusiliers offered up to Hoslia as a blood sacrifice. Retaliation for Duke Michael Hans Dampian's treachery, selling Federation secrets directly to Lancer.
Oh, he's facing me now. Time to leave. Oh shit, who are you?
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Hostile down.
I'll take it.
Target acquired.
Target ID's locked in. We're engaging now.
Okay, you guys get him. I'm gonna go for him.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Certus kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Hasek Davion was a patriot to the the entire Federated Suns and died at the hands of a madman.
Yeah, and these are his followers, clearly.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
God, there's a lot of griffins. I mean, damn.
Bailed out. We're on it, Commander.
Incoming missile.
God. Bloody Shadowhawk kicking my ass. Go away.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm showing no more targets on our scopes. Looks like they're all down.
That was intense. You know, my buddy Naz.
Many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
Oh, yeah, my buddy Naz, when I started the Kestrel Lancer DLC a few days ago, he made a comment that he really enjoyed this storyline, and I can actually absolutely see why. There's a really good mix of, you know, not procedural maps, you know, maps that are designed for the mission. You've got a load of voiceovers, you've got story, and that's, you know, it's amazing. I'm absolutely loving this, especially this. Wow. Okay, we'll get the bullshit griffin if we're just going to give it away. We can't quite get the assassin as well. That's a shame. Alright, we'll take that. Yeah, I do. Wait. Quickly, get the cutters. I want every single one of them dragged out of their cockpits and prepped for interrogation. You will never leave Sarna alive. Yeah. 1.4, nice. Doing well with the cataphracts. Goblin. Good. So, no level ups. Okay, give him a griffin. Nice. Damage tuning. That one we should be able to do straight away. Oops. Nice. Demolishers. Ugh. We'll pick that up just so that we can get rid of it when something else comes along. Prepare all. Mission briefing. Commander. Sorry for my emotions getting the best of me out there, but whoever the smug son of a bitch is on comms, whoever the smug son of a bitch on the comms was, he definitely knew all the right buttons to press to piss me off. My mood's greatly improved after I've been told that we were able to pry him out of his mech alive. We got lucky and he fell unconscious during the battle. We weren't so lucky with his co-conspirators though. Many of them killed themselves before they could be taken into custody. We got a handful of them, but not as many as we would like to capture. Whoever they are, they definitely have top-grade intelligence training. Could be Maskarovska or Death Commandos, but honestly, there are some huge holes in that theory. They wanted to trap us here and attack the HVG to frame House Davian in the eyes of Comstar. While the broad strokes make sense, other major details don't. They never once called for Macarons to reinforce them. They have no forms of ID, and they act like any Capellan I've ever seen. And most of all, they know things no Capellan intelligence officer would ever divulge to us. If I'm being honest, the whole lot of them gives me the creeps. We put all the survivors under enhanced interrogation and came up with zero answers to who they are, but why, or why they destroyed the HPG. But plenty of seemingly random bits of information regarding Urinaga Kurita, a Liao counteroffensive, plans for a raid against New Avalon NAAS campus, and other things that were clearly way too implausible to be true. Among the random bits of information they did divulge was the location of all Masquerosa facilities on Sarna, and confirmation that they did receive a priority message from Tigris months ago. They claim it's been buried in a sea of thousands of other reports that began flooding into their offices since the fall of Tikhonov. These must be your lost codebooks. If it's true, then the Masqueroska do have it, but don't yet know the value of the content they possess. That gives us time. Although we didn't find any additional Fusilier survivors, a deal's a deal, Commander. I'll spare what I can to assist you in the raid against the identified Masqueroska headquarters. It won't be much, but with this new intel, it should be enough for you to get your job done. And then we can help you, love. Thanks to our imposter friends, we've tracked down the Masqueroska facilities that administer the entirety of the Sarna commonality, and have confirmed that the codebooks were delivered at least one of the marked facilities. Destroy every target in the marked nav points and get out of there. I'll deploy commandos to verify that everything at the marked facilities is destroyed. Okay, fine. Shall we have got any more 75s? You take the Oni. You need it all, and that has it all. Am I happy with this? Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Right, Commander. We were able to learn the location of Sarna's Masquerovka headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the codebooks would not have been able to make it off-planet even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna.
Oops.
Best of luck.
And to you, Captain Damu. I've got nothing to add to that, Commander. So let's get the job done.
You heard him. Her.
Never gets old.
Watch where you're shooting, boyo.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target.
All
Mech.
guns on shared target.
Target acquired.
Oh, wrong button.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I don't even know if that was a hit. Oh shit, sorry. Someone knacker this boy, please.
Nice kill, Commander. It's going crit.
Target is down.
Oh, the reactor on my kill is about to go crit.
Target acquired.
Focus target updated.
Wrecked.
Destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Looks like we've got their attention,
Okay,
Commander.
we need to go
Just
this way.
keep at it.
I don't want both of these bases coming at me at once. So we're going to go around the outside. Should be enough to at least give us some time to destroy one lot before the other lot come at us.
Enemy destroyed.
I mean,
Target acquired. Target spider.
Evacuate all facilities. Destroy and burn all hard drives, node cutters, and data caches before you evacuate. Make sure we leave nothing but ashes for these deviant dogs.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
We're on it, Commander.
oh, stand still, you little bugger.
Target acquired.
Here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Engaging shared target ID.
Oops. Oh.
Tango eliminated.
Might be able to get the spider next time after all. It's a good job we got the griffin, really. Okay, let's see if we can achieve this one from over here somewhere. Law Order's legs are a little toasty, but
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now, before McCarran's armored cavalry shows up in force. Make your way to the marked exfil site.
follow me, boys.
New target awesome.
Starting engagement.
Yep, he's knackered. And done. Good job. Again, minimal damage. I mean, we've got some pretty decent mechs. And they're well kitted, armoured, upgraded. 6 million, Jesus. Ah. There's nothing here. Okay. All the marked targets destroyed commandos are still sweeping each site. Come back to base and we'll wait for their return. Splendid. 2 level ups. Good. Nearly there. 3 more to go. Throw that over there for now. Repair all, 12 days. Thank you. Mission. Congratulations on completing your mission, Commander. My commander has reported that the second the Mascarosko saw infantry investigating their destroyed sites, they initiated protocols to destroy everything, rather than see the Confederation secrets fall into our hands. We were able to capture a handful of random data drives for good measure, but I doubt there's anything of immediate value to us on them. Although your mission for Marshal Daveney is now complete, I'm afraid you're still trapped on Sarna just like the rest of us. Liao forces still maintain their superiority and will destroy your dropship if you attempt to lead the system, just as they destroyed all of ours. But not all hope is lost. We just captured a scouting patrol from the local militia and were able to tap into McCarran's comm system. While we know they will change the transmission codes the second they realise one of their patrols are missing, we've learned that McCarran is squarely focused on destroying remnants of the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, the Certus Fusiliers mercenary support battalions for the Sarna campaign. They're still alive and have been causing the Big Mac nothing but more problems for months now. We've used your Leopard sensors to pinpoint their position, through their assigned transponder codes. We've verified that they are still alive and moving, although they're too far for us to make radio contact through all this electromagnetic jamming. This is the best news we've received since you've arrived to help us, Commander. We'll need you to make initial contact with them. At the moment, their reported location is too far away for any of our Fusiliers to make without abandoning our wounded and prisoners. I'll prep everyone for transport and begin slowly to migrate our surviving personnel in their general direction. Your forces can fly ahead in your dropship and make initial contact with their forces and plan a rendezvous point for us. The Mercenaries have been moving their forces repeatedly, trying to stay one step ahead of McCarran's armoured cavalry. Judging by their movements, it appears that they are migrating towards the ruins of a derelict warship located deep within the northern Jakalos. I remember this mission. This will be the most ideal spot for them to make contact with them. This might be the last time we see each other, Commander, so before you go, I wanted to say thanks for everything. You've given all remaining Fusiliers hope that we'll make it out of this, one way or another. You're welcome, love. You are welcome. Commander, the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles are still in their shelter in the derelict warship from the early Succession Wars. Make contact with them and alert them to a proposed rendezvous location. We stand a much better chance of surviving Sarna if we work together rather than going it alone. It's a 310 mission, jeez Louise. Dirty Savage too, nice. Okay, let's start again. What do I want? The Atlas. And we need beefy mechs. Thunderbolt. Cataphract. Fairly beefy. What have we got left? Yeah, happy with that. Is there a decent 70 you can have? The mission starts in 44 days anyway. Yeah.
The ruins of the derelict warship are straight ahead, Commander. The crater cobras and the screaming eagles have taken refuge in its interior. If we want to have any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they aren't in as dire straits as we are.
Speeding along.
Amazing! I never thought I would ever see one of the ancient warships. These things used to be at the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military power of the Star League. Massive spacecraft that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes. Untold billions died at the hands of these monsters. It's not surprising that they were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars.
The second, more specifically. Oh yeah, and the first. Yeah, of course, the first. But... by the time the second succession wars came along, everyone sort of realised that there was not an awful lot left to fight for, and therefore nuclear and chemical warfare was used a lot less because everyone wanted to preserve what was left, regardless of whose hands it was in.
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
Hey, buddy.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special assignment. We're here to help.
Brianna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story for another time.
But you lot are here.
We're hoping to help each other out of this mess.
That's highly optimistic of you. We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd McCarran's Armored Cavalry. They've been probing our defenses for the past week after we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back. Keep us in good enough shape, and we might just live to see tomorrow. Colonel Westrick, enemy scouts just crossed the outer perimeter. They're here! Well, okay then. Let's get to work. Rihanna, Commander, we'll appreciate the assist here. Keep our mercs in fighting shape. We won't be any good to you dead.
New target, Raven. Target acquired.
Enemy mech eliminated!
Slows you down.
Reserve forces from McCarran's appear to be crossing the perimeter. Things are going to heat up quickly here.
Understood. We should be able to pull through if we can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best.
Come on. Oh, come on. That was just embarrassing.
Enemy mech down.
New target, Spider.
Okay.
Shifting to your target, Commander.
Target acquired. Missile. New target, fire strike. Target acquired.
Fuck.
All guns on shared target.
Yeah, we need to kill him.
Enemy mech down.
Heat
That's better.
proven. System offline.
I love how they've got a king crab. So we've got mini mechs coming in to king crabs, atlases. Okay, here we go.
Target acquired.
We're on it, Commander.
Target destroyed.
We'll get 'em.
Scrub one.
Destroyed.
Don't come to us.
With you.
I mean, you guys should be able to handle all that anyway. I don't want to have to go out and chase you.
New target, Jenner.
Fine. AC-20 had a large laser. Back it up, back it up! Quick, 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 quick! Oh, this was quick enough.
New target, Phoenix Hawk. Incoming missile. Target
What
acquired.
the hell? They... Oh, you little buggers.
New target, quick draw. Incoming
Target received. Engaging.
target destroyed.
They set a trap.
New target, Hunchback.
Oops. I did the job anyway. That dude's knackered, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
Dynasty unit has gone critical.
What the hell?
Tango down.
I had to shoot first to remind myself which side was which. So we got 8 more to get. No problem. Fucking there's 3 of them.
Moving to grid location. Moving as a unit, Commander.
Boom. Let them come. Okay, so the quick draw is going to be first. We've also got a battle master. Go on, let me see a peek in there. Go on.
Grid location received. We're Oscar Mike.
Hostile mix inbound.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Tango down.
The last of the rear guard are moving in to engage.
God, these bastards just don't give up.
No, they will. There's only 6 left.
Stay strong. We've almost got them.
Okay.
On our way.
I think these are the last of the mechs.
New target Centurion. Target destroyed.
Splat.
Target acquired.
Engaging Lance focus.
Oh, get lost.
Target Archer. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
There's the remnants of a raven around somewhere. Someone's got a PPC.
Target is down.
Oh, nope, 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 nope. Shoot my ass.
Engaging shared target ID.
Target destroyed.
Good shot. You guys are looking for planes. 3 left.
Target acquired.
Focus target updated.
Nope, 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 nope. Ow! That was a PPCX.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Target
Copy. Lance target identified.
Oh, Jesus.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Two of them.
New target Shadowhawk.
Confirmed, Commander. Moving on target.
All remaining McCarran's forces appear to be withdrawing. For now, our forces are in the clear.
You have our thanks, Commander. But without us
Everyone
being
did well.
able to transmit off system, I'm very skeptical about our overall chances at survival. A very strong ECM field is preventing us from contacting anyone at the system's jump point. We have a long shot plan to try to get a message off-world. With your help, we might just be able to do it. Come by our command center and I'll share the details with you.
Nice work. Oh, I do love this mech. This is one of my favourite mechs that we've got. Just walk in, slap. That Marauder got really beaten up. If we can get that Marauder, that PPCX Marauder, that'd be amazing. Nope, everything but. Get an Orion K. Oof. AC-20 rapid fire and an LRM. Dang. The problem is all... I mean... What else is there? A whole bunch of junk, and we got 13 left, which is that Vindicator. Or the beaten up Javelin for... That will do. Thanks for help, Commander. I may have use for you that can help get a message off Wild. Come by my tent once you've settled in. Cavaliers, pull back. The Mercenaries' position is too strong. We'll need to wait them out. Their supplies must be running thin by now. Yeah. Don't you think so, buddy? 2 for you. Excellent. You are really coming along. Yeah, you are really, really coming along. Ooh, new tune. Commander, it's great to see you again. Richard Westrick, I only wish we were meeting under better circumstances. You have my thanks for keeping us in good enough shape to see tomorrow. While I can't spare too much equipment, I do have a MechWarrior that's been disposed of their mech in recent fighting. If you have a mech for them, they'll serve you well. I'll send you over a dropship. Let's catch up over a drink in my tent. I'm curious to know why the hell you're even on this rock in the first place. 38 out of 47 already. Oh, I remember him. Okay. You, bye-bye. $32. Okay, I need to pause. Give me a moment. Okay. We are back. Okay. See, this is the next day for me, so I can't remember if I've, yeah, let's read it. So, Colonel Richard Westrick, I don't think we did read this. So, that sure is some story you got there, Commander. While I'm glad to hear that the Captain Damu was able to rally a number of survivors from the Fusiliers' ranks, you won't find much sympathy for their plight among my men after what Hearthstone pulled. You see, things went sideways for us the second we arrived in system. After they heard Maximilian Liao killed their beloved Duke, General Hearthstone ordered the 5th Certus Fusiliers to charge ahead of our invasion flotilla on a high G burn that jumped the gun on the agreed invasion schedule. They beat us to the planet's surface by 2 days, hoping to satisfy their lust for revenge. All they did was walk in face first into a trap that doomed them all. I can still hear the screams they broadcast to us in the vain hope that we would save them while we were still over a day away from reaching the planet. Screaming Eagles and I decided that despite the incompetence of Hearthstone and the Fusiliers, we could not deviate from our contracted invasion plan. If we packed it up and left for home, we might have lived, but we would never be able to find MRB-backed work again. We came to the joint decision that we would drop in system, fight out McCarran's armoured cavalry in a protracted guerrilla war, and attempt to get a message off system requesting reinforcements from AFFS. Little did we know that the compellents had some kind of jamming field that disrupts long-range communications planet-wide. Those bosses kept their jammers off so we could listen to the Fusiliers plea for their lives on our approach in, only to flip the switch and jam our comms at the second we hit atmosphere. We'd been trying to figure out a way to get a message to the jump point ever since. Commander, we spent months scouting out facilities that the compellents use to disrupt long-range communications on planet, but with our numbers, we've always determined that assaulting one was too high risk. With you here, we might be able to pull it off. We know the compellents are gunning for us, so we pull the Big Mac's attention away from a number of regional jamming arrays. We should be able to thin their defense enough to where you can perform a targeted strike and bring those jammers down. It'll be just like Galahad. We'll draw them away, you see that the mission gets done. I'll be straight with you, Commander. The mission is critical to us being able to get a message off the system. I don't know how much longer any of us can last down here. If you give us a month or so, we can plan for an assault on these jamming facilities. So take your time, prepare your forces, and be ready for anything. We may have a need to deploy in consecutive missions depending on how McCarran's reacts to their jamming being destroyed. So make sure you complete as many repairs and refits as possible before we execute the mission. Godspeed, my friend. We'll see you on the other side. So, this is going to be consecutive. The only way you'll be able to get a message off the jump point if we take down the ECM jamming network, blocking long-range communications. Destroying the jamming arrays at the marked nav points, then move to regroup on our position. We don't know how the Confederation will react to our attacks, so prepare yourself for the possibility of consecutive deployments. Yeah, that works for me. We'll be on 35. And we started with 20, so... mission is in 50 days, and all of these will be repaired before that. But... you... are now going at 75. I am so tempted to take that out. Could take the king crab for a walk. We'll stick with that for now. Yeah. Let's go, Daddy-o. God, I've just seen I'm one away from 2,600 subscribers. Thank you very, very much, everybody.
The have provided us with the location of a series of powerful ECM arrays that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire Sarna system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth.
Yeah.
While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this time, all our lives are depending on this. So good luck, Commander.
Well, someone knows we're here. That AC-10 shot, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. My aim in this game is not the best, I will admit. But there are those times when, you know, you hit the button and it hits the target you were hoping for and you go, ah, that was a good shot. Okay, so we're going to go up E4 and then H5 And then we'll see where that lays.
New target, Spider.
Focus fire on Commander's target. See now what the Capellan Confederation is capable of.
Enemy mech down.
You're in a spider, dude. Shall I go around? Nah.
Target eliminated.
Target acquired.
Where the hell did you come from?
Assassin.
That was a transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sarna. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us to hear the broadcast. Keep it up, Commander.
Target
Enemy destroyed.
Crap. That's just turrets. Okay, next.
With you.
Are you stuck? There we go. Could have noticed that. I didn't want to be going into this fight.
new target, Rifleman.
Shared target identified.
I'm being jammed too. Whoops. Ow.
Target down and going critical. Target is down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay. They're still being jammed by who?
Target acquired.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Damn it! Commander, the ECM disruption is weakening, but McCarran is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers
you
destroyed
guys
so
got
we
that.
can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end. Clear that splash target. It's about to go critical.
New target, Locust.
X locus. Oh, I thought that was water. I saw something move over there, I'm sure I did.
Target acquired.
We're on it, Commander.
You go and do that. I'm gonna go and finish this off.
The message is getting clearer, but we still can't make out any discernible information. We
I'm
need
on it,
to
love.
destroy
I'm on it.
those remaining ECM towers.
Commander, our tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through McCarran's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do. We're preparing to make our last stand. Finish the mission, Commander, then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davy in command. Survive.
Colonel Westridge, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
Oi.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Get down.
We'll get him.
Whoops. Ah.
Tango eliminated.
Oh. Shit, sorry. Seriously, this little thing? Okay, boys, follow me.
Wrecked.
Whoops, wrong button. Very nice. Was it? Wicked soundtrack. Yeah, we are steamrolling this. It's almost unfair. One more. Sorry for all the damage, folks. I know it's not your fault. I'm trying to be gentle. Huh. Ooh.
Engaging lance focus.
That's not Jenna. Okay. Yay, hi boys.
All surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have breached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond.
Yeah, we're here, buddy.
This is Arden Sortek.
We're here.
Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now. Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Alana Damu with the survivors of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out of here and join the others.
Time to kick some ass. I don't know why they had to have the
Enemy destroyed.
like literally where we started, which I guess isn't unreasonable. But we've got out relatively, I mean, the only... I hear planes. Yeah, the only mostly orange, apart from one leg on each. Cataphract is mostly yellow with one leg.
Negative. No route available. Invalid target.
And yeah, the Marauder, God knows what he was doing that whole fight. And us again, a bit of orange. We've got a red face, which is a bit concerning. The sound of pure machinery grinding away. Mission complete. I could even just take these in again, but I think I'll take the Night Star this time and then upgrade the other three. Oh, we can grab a catapult. A PPC catapult. Quite tempted by that, actually. Yeah, there's literally nothing else. Yeah, value. 4 million, Jesus. Nearly 2,000 damage, far and above everybody else. No wonder you, yeah, look at this. Mind you, damage taken 12. And you killed 2 mechs. Total kill 6, but yeah, I mean, massively under the rest of us. Okay, that's not changed. Okay, Commander, Captain Demo, we're about to engage the fight of our lives. The components must know that if they can't wipe us out before the heavy guard touches down on Sarna, it's over for them. Their only hope to maintain control of the planet will be to utterly destroy our forces so that when Colonel Sortek touches down, they'll have the numbers to fight him back. We have all gone through too much just to lose everything at the end. We need to muster every strength we have left and hold the line until Colonel Sortek relieves us. Gather your best mechs, equipment, and mech warriors and meet my credit cobras at the following coordinates. Prepare to give the Big Mac everything that you've got. We did not go through 6 months of hell just to die on the day that reinforcements arrive. The only thing left to do is hold the line. We do that, and we live to see tomorrow. Sounds good to me, mate. Sounds good to me. This is it, Commander. Colonel Sortek is almost here. All that is left to do is hold out until his arrival. McCarran's is going to throw everything they have to kill us before Sortek's reinforcements arrive. This is our fight for very lives, so bring the biggest, baddest mechs you have, and we might actually make it off Sarna alive. $350. Jesus. Okay, you get an upgrade. Okay, that's my mech. And then grab the longbow. I mean, yeah, you need everything, so go for it. And then maybe the stalker. Five. Fine, I can't have the king crab out. That's a shame. Okay, so you take the longbow. We are going to have to protect it because it's not exactly in the best hands. Can do 85 if we have another 85. No, do you know what? I think that will do. Is that the right autumn? So you've got... I think I'd prefer the PPC to be out. We've got enough LRMs. We have more than enough LRMs. Let's go. I've been looking forward to flying the Night Star, actually.
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall and is en route to our position. McCarran's knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian Heavy Guards, they're done for. So, they're gonna throw everything they have at us trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive. We've spent the past 6 months in hell, cowering and sulking in the shadow of those bastards, trying to survive against unprecedented circumstances. No dropship support, no air support, no way of communicating with the jump point. Hell, we even made it by with no HPG, completely blind to the rest of the inner sphere. We made it through all of that. But today, finally, we can stand tall against these Capellan bastards. Today is a day of retribution. Today we are finally taking the fight to them.
Fusiliers, I'm not one for speeches as eloquent as our mercenary friends. We have been struggling to survive since the Grey River ran red with the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. Just remember, they're still here. They're watching over us. And today, God willing, we will avenge their deaths. For New Certus! For House Hasek!
We have contacts. Dead ahead. All forces fire at will. Stay in cover and support one another. Don't let them spill one more ounce of Cobra's blood today.
Commander, Colonel Westrick is right about one thing. The McCarran's forces will be relentless. There's no telling when the Davion Heavy Guards will make it to the field. So we need to support one another if we're going to make it out of this alive. Tread carefully, Commander.
Okay, we'll go and support the Jaeger mech. Because they're going to be coming from that way, I assume.
Batty mech's on radar.
New target vindicated.
You heard the commander. Let's move.
Alright. There he is. Fire at will, folks.
Cold base. Visual confirmation on hostile forces.
I need to put them.
Enemy mech down.
Okay, one.
Target acquired.
Share target identified.
I'll get this little brat.
New target, Jenner.
Cold base. Dynasty unit has gone critical. Repeat,
Target
critical.
acquired. Target acquired.
Won't be around much longer.
Group target received. One in a million! Nice shot!
Headshot.
Acquired.
That's the thing with this mech, its headshots are easy.
McCarran and his cronies have taken 6 months and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with them. Fusiliers, make them pay!
Okay. What are you doing, dude? I want to give myself a bit more room. That should do it. These trees. I guess we're moving forward. Bingo.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Very nice.
Target destroyed.
Pop, pop, pop. This mech kind of falls down when it's up against other assaults.
Incoming missile.
I keep missing.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Forces of the Federated Sons. My Davion heavy guards have just touched down. Our rushed mech trucks scattered us across a wide area. We are reforming our lances and about to move on your position now. ETA 2 minutes. Hold out just a little longer.
New
Thank
target
you.
Blackjack.
Oh, smack.
Target acquired.
Tango eliminated.
Destroyed.
Thanks, buddy. He's still going, bless him. He's got the AC-20 burst fire. Very nasty. Big holes. Yeah, screw it. Let's go.
Target acquired.
It's just a heavy barrage of just nasty weapons.
Forces of the Federated Suns, the Davion Heavy Guards are here to assist. It's time to take the fight to McCarran's armored cavalry.
That's our cue, Commander. One last push, and then it's over. Let's finish this.
Focus fire on Commander's target.
Need to move. You're not going to be able to get that far, buddy.
Forces of the Federated Suns, give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey lost in the woods. But now you have a
Oh, he's going in for the
chance to
beat.
McCarran's
Oh.
armored cavalry once and for all.
For the fallen! For the 5th Certus Fusiliers!
Going for the
Did I
stalker.
just hear that right? McCarran's forces are withdrawing. Is there really a need to run them down?
We're still at war, Fahad. The Federated Suns will want to ensure that an elite unit such as McCarran's is crippled as much as possible to put all of House Liao in a position of vulnerability in the future. I also imagine compassion and reason are the last things on the minds of everyone that went through the last 6 months of hell at the hands of the armored cavalry. For better or worse, we still have our orders. Let's help clear the field and see this battle through.
To all forces of the Federated Suns, we have cleared the field.
We.
Sarna
Fuck you,
is
we.
ours.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you
You're
hadn't
very
come to
welcome.
help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did for us.
Likewise, Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to complete our mission for the Kestrel Lancers. Now let's all fall back in with the Heavy Guards and finally get some R&R. It's been one hell of a campaign.
Where is everyone shooting at? I don't see any. You're just blowing the city up for the hell of it, guys. You need to stop. That was cool. Not quite as intense as I was expecting. I love the Night Star. I really need to upgrade its weapons. A fully... Yeah, I mean... almost pristine mech. Yeah, okay. No level ups. That's mind you did really well. You're getting there. Commander, I've received your report from Arden Soltek. I cannot tell you how glad I am to hear that you made it through the Sarna campaign. When I heard of the armored cavalry ambush and the HPG being destroyed, I feared that I may have condemned you all to death. You had all of the Kestrel Lancers worried for you. While I'm sorry that I cannot be there on Sarna to debrief you in person, there is still much for me to do here on Tigris. Please accept this canned message as your formal debriefing. By the time Comstar is able to deliver this message to you, our offensive, which the news feeds have taken to calling the Fourth Succession War, will be over. As I speak, Comstar is negotiating the end of all hostilities between the five great houses. When all is said and done, the compelling confederation will have to capitulate that it has lost over half of its former territory. Most of it to be claimed by House Davian through right of conquest, but some by two former compelling commonalities declaring independence from the confederation. The first breakaway is the Tiefganov commonality, Ridzik. They were holding out hope that the Confederation would come to their aid, but after being cut off from a direct logistical route to Cyan, they eventually declared independence to spare their citizens from further Davian invasions. You won't believe who leads them up, our old friend Pavel Ridzik. After he managed to escape our forces and fled Tikhonov, Strategic Director Ridzik retreated to Elgin, where he took control of the region, declaring himself Supreme Lord of the Tikhonov Free Republic. His reign didn't last long. An assassin killed him back in June. Ha! I was just thinking, man, someone needs to kill that guy. Someone already did. The other breakaway faction is the St. Ives commonality. The former heir of the Confederation, Candice Liao, abandoned her father to declare her province independent from the Confederation. I can't imagine how Maximilian Liao is taking that one. Comstar is negotiating to formally recognize these independent provinces as new nations once their leaders can charter their new laws or their provisional governments. Be sure to be on the lookout for those two once all the dust settles later this year. The next item we need to discuss is the destruction of Sarna's HPG. After Fusiliers destroyed the HPG, Comstar was furious with the Federated Suns, claiming us ultimately responsible for its destruction. They put the entirety of the Federated Suns under interdiction, cutting off interstellar communications and commerce between hundreds of Federation worlds. Your report about the imposter Fusiliers captured by Davian Damu couldn't have come at a worse time. Had we known about this a month ago, we would have been able to mount a defense against Comstar's accusations. But First Prince Davian had already agreed to allow Comstar to station their own mech security forces at every HPG in the Federation to ensure that such a debacle never happens again. Much too late to defend our role in the Sarna HPG attack now. If we now know that we're not responsible for its destruction. The interdiction, along with the war effort, sent the Federated Sons economy into a tailspin. Had they maintained their interdiction, Comstar could have very much bankrupted the entire Federation. Which brings me to the most uncomfortable part of this debrief. Commander, the Federated Sons can no longer financially support the remainder of our contract with your unit. I'm to inform you that we are invoking our cancellation clause and releasing you from the remaining 4 months of your contract. You will be compensated for this with your agreed MRB release bonus. I'm sorry our time together has ended like this, Commander, but it's completely out of my hands. The Crucius Lancers won't be escaping these budget cutbacks either. While, for the time being, my command is will still exist on paper, for the most part, most of the personnel... While, for the time being, my command will still exist on paper, for the most part, most of the personnel of the 2nd Crucius Lancers have been consolidated to the 3rd, under Marshal Pedrosa's command, and will continue to garrison Tigris. I currently exist to ensure that the Kestrel Lancers continue to be a paper target to our enemies while the Federation's economy recovers from the war. I won't let this deter me. I forced the Kestrel Lancers from nothing once, I can do it again, although you won't be around to help me this time, Commander. I'll never forget the contributions you and your team has made to keep the legend of the Kestrel Lancers alive. We'll be back, stronger than ever, you'll see. 3.2, 1000 reputation, an ER laser, Ultra 5, burst family, tier 5, oof. An LRM 20 Artemis, tier 5, LBX 10, oof, tier 4, and double heat sinks, nice. Take all that. Right. And just like that, we're free. And then there's this. I'm sorry to see the COC commander saw the need to cut your contract short, but I'm told it couldn't be helped. No one could have anticipated Comstar's interdiction or economic crash that preceded it. Although the Federated Sons are still willing to offer you short-term localized contracts, I'm afraid any long-term commitment is simply not on the table until our unification into the Federated Commonwealth next year. First Prince Davian asked me to relay you a message on his behalf. He asked me to commend you you on your good work throughout your campaign on behalf of the 2nd Cruiser's Lancers. The Lancers owe you a debt of gratitude for being able to, for being such a reliable force throughout the full Succession War. Unfortunately, Commander, Hansa has also deemed that large amounts of your campaign for the Federated Suns are to be expunged from the official record and classified as top secret. Your inclusion on the 2nd Cruiser's roster, the hidden Earthworks factory, and that we now possess, the stolen MIII codebooks, and how close the enemy was to getting them, your mission on Sarna, and your capture of the true assailants of the Sarna HPT attack. All of these things will be classified as state secrets and are never to be mentioned or talked about again. While I know it stings, no. This is often just the way things are for a mercenary. Yeah, we know the drill, buddy. Like your father knew when he agreed to the Holstead Station contract. Although we aren't in a position to financially compensate you in the same way we rewarded your father for his loyalty and silence, we do have some early prototypes from the New Avalon Institute of Sciences that Hansa would like to give you. Prototypes we would have never achieved had it not been for the service both of you and your father. Hansa hopes these prototypes will serve you well, and wants you to know that once the unification of the Federated Commonwealth is final, you have a place among us if you choose to join our cause. I hope you consider and take Hansa up on that offer. The Federated Commonwealth can use all the help we can get making it better, more peaceful in a sphere. Until then, Commander, this is goodbye. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to need to accept this anyway. Okay, Commander, Comstar has established a forward operating base out here in the Enchanted Space. We're not there at the moment, love. It's a mustering point for ROM forces positioned to help support their efforts of their Explorer Corps. From what Spears people can determine, it's nowhere near full capacity at the moment, but that could change at any moment with the arrival of another jump ship. Spears wants us to hit them hard before that happens and eliminate as much infrastructure as possible before bugging out. Don't think that just because this base isn't at full capacity, it means it's an easy op. It won't. Make sure you go fully prepared and for heavy enemy contact. Happy hunting! Okay, we're going to be doing all of this. We're going to be doing that very, very soon. Right, let's have a look at the star map, because it's now... It hasn't changed yet. Interesting. That's Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Yeah, we need to go catch those guys. $340, Jesus. Ah, screw it. We'll see what we've got when we get there. Star map. Go there. Mind you, what's here? Beachhead. Target to kill. That might do it for the Credit Cobras. Mind you, we've seen the Credit Cobras. No, we haven't. We're going to fight against our friends, the Crater Cobras. So the idea is, I don't want to go down. Are they anywhere else? Because if we don't catch them now, we won't catch them at all. Shit. 90 days. Where are we? 29. When does... So I've got my little cheat sheet. Let's have a look. So yeah, so Legend of the Kestrel Lancers began 3026. And then we've got the Rise of Razelhague in 3030, so we've only got a few months before we have to go up here. And I take it we haven't had any transmissions yet, so it may be, because I don't know exactly when. Let's have a look. So the Rise of Razelhague DLC. Yeah, I'll have to see. Okay, well, I mean, this episode is over anyway. We'll no doubt get the things soon. But yeah, I really want to go down here and get these guys. But we can get the Crater Cobras while we're here. It's just unfortunate it was so far up the map. I mean, Scorched Earth isn't a bad contract. So it's only the Night Star. Okay. Oh, we won't get the Crater Cobras on this. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be next time. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode, because I sure did. Damn, there's some really, really good fights in there. And I love my Atlas. Okay, that'll do. You guys have been awesome. Please don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. My name is Commander Crace, signing off.